Hey everybody, this is the Titanic Gamer Dude here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon X. In the last episode, I finally beat the Elite Four, and quite frankly, the game. Now, this game is interesting in the fact that there's not a lot of after-game material, which is actually kind of degrades the quality of the game a little teeny-weeny bit, but it's not all that bad. So what you'll notice after you beat the Elite Four is you're here back in your house, but actually I just came here just to show you where you'd be. And so when you leave your house, here's your friend right here, I forgot her name. It says, I can't imagine riding a Rhyhorn and racing. Your mom sure is amazing, Rudy. Well, that aside, you'll be back at your house and she'll ask you to trade with her. And since I started with the Fennekin, she wanted to trade me a Chestnut, and it had an adamant nature and it had max IVs and attacks. So that's actually really nice. So where I'm going to be going now is the first place I'm going to be going is the Corway town, because I need to show some after game material, I feel. And I still have some things to wrap up. And the Pokemon I'm going to be showing off is only accessible after you beat the Elite Four. So here I go. Okay, whoops, kind of hard to control. Oh man, oh man. Okay, where's that Max Repel at? It's like a man's best friend. There you are. Spray it on right now. Let me go into this cave. Whoops, wrong way. Up here. There we go. And this is the place I got the Dusk Stone, and I evolved my Dowblade and Terminus Cave, and wow, as soon as I come in, ooh, a Noibat. Too bad I already have one. I've been doing so much stuff because I've already beat the game plenty of times, and I just have so much money and stuff because I beat it so much. But I'm going to be showing how to get money and a lot of experience in this game too. It's actually quite easy to do once you find out where to do it at and what Pokemon needed to do it with. Yeah, you can get so much experience. You can turn a level 1 Pokemon and you can spruce them up into level 50. And if you put in some more time and effort, you can get them up to level 100, fully EV trained and just everything. But it's recommended that you do so. Oops, wrong way. It's recommended that you EV train a Pokemon before you train them up to level 50 or level 100. And I'm kind of having blanks right now because I haven't actually uploaded anything in this game for a while. It's been so long. So forgive me if my memory is just like a little vague and what I'm doing is, you know, a little rusty. I haven't played this game, or I haven't uploaded anything about this game in a while. And I haven't been to Terminus Cave in a while, but after you go here and here, you'll notice that there was some person blocking this way, but after you beat the Elite Four, nobody's here. So when you go in here, it's quiet, nothing but the raindrops to keep you company. And yeah, I want to use another one. And these places right here hold orbs. There's the Glistorous Orb, the Adamant Orb, and the Lustrous Orb. I forgot which order they're in, you know, but I don't really care. And that's where they're all at. And now you'll meet this thing. It looks pretty cool if you ask me. So I'm gonna save right now. Zygarde. So that's the noise it kind of makes. And remember Yveltal and Xerneas? Well, this is the third one, and it's called Zygarde. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over this Pokemon and just everything about this Pokemon. So here I go right now. So this is Zygarde, the legendary Dragon Ground. What's the legendary Dragon Ground Order Pokemon? It's 718 in the Pokedex. It's generalist. Its ability is Orb Break, which is, it might imply that like it can beat the other two, but Dragon's weak to Fairy, and Yveltal is Dark Flying and it's immune to ground, and he can take those dragon hits pretty well. But anyway, Aura Break, instead of like Dark Aura, I think that's what it's called, Dark Aura and Fairy Aura, increasing the power of Dark type moves and Fairy type moves by 33% when they're on the field. When Zygarde comes out of the field, it reverses it and it reduces the power of Dark type moves and Fairy type moves by 33% respectively, as long as it is on the field. So that's actually pretty interesting, but honestly, it's really not all that useful. It is really not all that useful. It's the only known Pokemon that can learn Land's Wrath, which is basically... It's an inferior version of Earthquake. That's the best way I can describe it. It yields 3 HP EVs, which is pretty nice. The Pokedex entry says when the Kalos region's ecosystem falls into disarray, it appears and reveals its secret power, and that's for X, the one I have. And for Y, it says it's hypothesized that it's monitoring those who destroy the ecosystem from deep in the cave where it lives. And it's an X and Y Terminus cave. There's only one, ladies and gentlemen, so remember that. There's only one. So its base stats... It has 108 HP, which is actually really good. That is over 300 just by default, so that's really good. It's base 100 attack, which is, you're going to be hitting things quite hard, but you're not going to be a power creep like something like Garchomp. So keeping that in mind. And its defense is 121, which is really good. You have high defense like that. I think that's over 270 with max IVs and no EVs. And then the special attack is base 81, which it's usable, but its attack stat is better. Its special defense is base 95, which is it's a little average. But hey, that means you have some good mixed bulk, so you can definitely take some hits. And then you have 95 speed, which is honestly a little below average. You want at least base 100 speed so you can start outspeeding many other Pokemon. But it's not a huge big deal though, but it could have been better. But in total, its base stat total is 600, which is pretty darn good. And here's a chart of its, whoa, scroll down a little too much. Here's a chart of its weaknesses, its resistances, and its immunities. And the stuff it's hit normal by. It has a quad weakness to ice, and ice is just amazing offensively. That all these dragon types are just flying around and walking around. Ice just shits on all of them. That's why one of the reasons why ice is so good. It shits on everything that's a dragon. And dragons usually have other typings other than dragon that's weak to ice. And the fairy weakness in this generation is kind of a problem too, because fairy types are spammed all over the place. The dragon weakness has always been there and it's always gonna be there, so yeah. The immunity to electric is actually nice. You can come in on predicted thunderbolts, thunders, T-waves, and just everything. The resist to poison is a little more useful because poison type moves are going to be used to hit fairy types now. The resistance to rock and the fire is just godly resists right there. Rock is so common. Reduced damage to stealth rock. Rock type moves are so common. Fire type moves are everywhere, and it's always good to have those resists. Just always nice. Now let's look at its level up move pool. Its level up move pool is pretty nice. It has glare, so it can paralyze stuff. Wait a minute, let me go back up a little bit. Okay, it has glare, so it can paralyze stuff. I see some use for bulldoze, like if you want to use it in a doubles battle, you can slow the opponent down while doing good damage. Dragon Breath is outclassed by glare. Bites, no. Safeguard, no. Dig, definitely not. Land's Wrath, just why? It's physical, and you learn Earthquake. You can even look at the two right here and compare them, and Earthquake is superior. You have Haze, which is good for just stopping all those other setup sweepers if you want to play defensively. Crunch is good because dark type moves are just really good. Earthquake is one of the best moves in the game. Dragon Pulse, no. Dragon Dance, you can set up. And Coil, you can like make it specially defensive and just maximum special defense and just HP. Go off that defense and that good offense or that physical offense and you're good. You have priority and extreme speed. Outrage has kind of faltered this gen because fairy types are immune to dragon type moves, but if you remove them, Outrage is going to be great. So let's go to the TMs. So you have Toxic. Toxic is always good because you get the badly poisoned stuff. You can play defensively if you want. You have Sludge Wave to hit poison types. Not poison types, but fairy types. But your special attack isn't the greatest. You have Brick Break, which is for coverage. Focus Blast, just no. You have Stone Edge and Rock Slide for coverage with Earthquake. And just, so good. You have Dragon Tail to once again phase out those setup sweepers, which is always nice. You could use Rest and Rest, Sleep Talk, but nah. It's kind of mediocre. You can't breed this Pokemon with anything. You can only tutor it Draco Meteor, which is okay. So Zygarde it's strikingly similar to, where is it at? It's strikingly similar to Garchomp, because Garchomp is so similar. You have similar move pools, except that Garchomp is vastly superior. You have the same resists. The base stat totals are really similar. Zygarde has higher defense and just, so similar. Just once again, like, Zygarde has higher special defense, more defense with lesser attack. But it's kind of alleviated, that problem with Garchomp is kind of alleviated with Mega Garchomp, because if you're a big fan of bulky offense, Mega Garchomp is literally the Pokemon for you. It has good attack, good defenses at the cost of a little bit of speed, but you're bulkier and you have much higher special attack than Zygarde could wish, than Zygarde could want. And you have the benefit of being able to use items better offensively because of your speed, or because of Garchomp's speed. And it learns Swords Dance, and it's just has a better move pool. Just sucks, for poor Zygarde, because I see great potential in it, but it's just overshadowed by Garchomp, which is a real shame, because this Pokemon this ability needs a buff. Its ability needs to be buffed. Excuse me. Like, if its ability lowered the amount of damage Fairy type moves and Dark type moves did throughout the entire duration of the battle, that one little minor adjustment right there would give it such a good niche. Just that one thing right there would give it such a good niche. Hold on, let me look. I think that's the case with Zygarde. I'm not entirely certain. Let me check Aura Break to be more sure and to validate what I said previously. Okay, come on, computer. Just researching some Pokemon here, trying to wrap this up. This is gonna be like 2 parts, I think. Maybe it'll even be 3 parts to wrap up the after game, because there's not really a lot, as I stated before. There's this Pokemon, and I'm going to show how to level up your Pokemon extremely easily. You can get so much experience, and it's going to be fun. Okay, Aura Break. This is the Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions Concept Tour is coming to Washington, D.C. on August 15th and Philadelphia on September 19th. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire have been announced. Okay, come on, computer, you can do it. Oh man, taking a while to load here. But as I was saying, here we go. Zygarde's just somewhat outclassed by Garchomp, and all it needs is a good ability, and it'll have a niche. So it says Aura Break reverses the effects of Fairy, Aura, and Dark Aura. Instead of increasing the power of Fairy and Dark type moves by 33%, they will be decreased by 33%. As long as the Pokemon with Aura Break remains on the field. That sucks. Well, I guess that's it for Zygarde, really. It's like, what does this Pokemon have? Whoa, camera almost fell. So, what does this Pokemon have over Garchomp? Not much. Well, I'm back. And I don't want to kill Zygarde because I want to catch it later, and I want the right nature and just a bunch of other stuff, like the chances for max IVs in the Pokemon in the wild is really tedious. It's long and boring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna have to cut this part a little short, but I will be right back. I just have some stuff I have to attend to. I'm back. Now, the next place of interest, or probably the most interesting place of interest in this game, is Kilode City, and you're able to get here after you beat the game by going to Lumio Station in Lumio City. You meet Professor Scaymore, and he gives you this pass, this train pass, and you can take the train to Kilode City. You get here from Kilode Station. So this place is interesting because it holds the what's it called now? No. What's this place called? I forget. What is it? The Battle Maison. The Battle Maison is here, and the Friend Safari is here. And it says friend codes bring you surprises. So I'm gonna go over to the Battle Maison first. I'm gonna explain, the stuff in here. So the Battle Maison is basically this place you go to earn BP or battle points, so you can get some of the best items in the game here. You can even get some little goodies like, carboses and stuff, and HP ups, power belts, power bands, power anklets, and power weights, so you can EV train your Pokemon properly. It's quite fun. You got Flame Orb, Cell Battery, Eject Button, Weakness Policy, Protector, and Whip Dream. These help evolve certain Pokemon. Choice Specs, Choice Band, Choice Scarf, Assault Vest, all these good items. Life Orb, rare candies, which rare candies are kind of irrelevant in this game, to be honest. And over here you get some TMs. There's Round, Incinerate, Swagger, Quash, Roar, Smackdown, Sludge Wave, Steel Wing, Explosion, Retaliate, Dream Eater. Volt Switch is really good. Sludge Wave is good for double battles. Roar is always nice, just to switch Pokemon out. Swagger is just such a good move. And I don't really see a lot of use for other ones, but you get BP by going in here, by talking to this lady, and she'll only give you access to 3 Pokemon, and you battle trainers here. And there's doubles, I think there's doubles, singles, there's doubles, singles, triples, rotation, multiple, and super singles. And depending on how many you defeat in a row will determine how much BP you get. Like if you defeat 10 opponents in a row, the battle points will go up by 1, 2, 3 for every 10 you defeat consecutively. And it's actually interesting because the more you go without losing, the more points you get, and you can buy a crap ton of stuff. So here's the Friend Safari. The Friend Safari is a really good place to go if you need to get a Pokemon with a Dream World ability, or should I say hidden ability in this game. Stupid Gen 5 Dream World. So you register a friend, you get their friend code, and you give them their friend. You give them your friend code, and you're able to get their Friend Safari. And the Friend Safari just basically is a place where you go to catch 3 Pokemon, and there's only 3 Pokemon there. And depending on what, like, the friend you have, the type of Pokemon in the Friend Safari is just random. Sometimes you'll make friends with people. Sometimes it'll be a ground Friend Safari, normal Friend Safari, fire Friend Safari, fighting Friend Safari, fairy Friend Safari, Steel Friend Safari, it's random. And these Pokemon have a chance to have their hidden abilities. And in case you're thinking, well, why would I want to go all the way here to get hidden abilities? Well, some Pokemon are really dependent on their abilities, or some Pokemon become much better with their hidden abilities. Not all, but some are just so much better with their hidden abilities. And some Pokemon need them to function properly in battle. Or if you want to change the way a Pokemon plays according to your taste, sometimes the hidden ability is the only way to go. And another thing that's interesting is you get to fight your rival here. I think her name is Serlina. and you can battle with her once a day, and you can kind of go over here to get free experience and free money if you want. And she's noticeable for being one of the few trainers in the game that actually mega evolves her Pokemon. So I really think that's pretty much it, to be honest. Other than Looker, who's in Lumio City, which I don't really find him important. You can also go to what's the town called? Not town, but city, Anastar City. And if you go here at a certain time, Professor Skamer will be there, and just after some dialogue, this big gem-looking thing will emit this light that allows you to see all of the freaking what are they called now? The Mega Stones. There we go. Oh crap! I know what I'm forgetting. I know exactly what I'm forgetting. I can't believe I almost forgot. Remember that forest? I think it's called Winding Forest that I went to. It's actually mandatory. There's a little secret after it. You go to the animal village, and it's actually pretty cool. I didn't really think about it. I didn't really know about it. I found out a few months ago, though. I feel bad for not knowing about it. Let me get my Azumarill, or should I say my Estelle. Named her Estelle from Tales of Vesperia. Alright, so go to Winding, I think it's Winding Forest, I'm not sure, is that the name? Winding Forest. Yep, it's Winding Woods, excuse me. Okay. Do I remember the way? Okay, that was the right way. Is this way good? Is this the right way? I don't think. Am I going the right way or not? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Yeah. Here's the way out. Just went here so much muscle memory. Here's Pokemon Village. Okay, any one of these gonna shake? Oh, also, you can come here occasionally and get honey. I think it's like once per day. I'm not entirely certain. But whatever. Just not even go there. So I'm just gonna surf on the water. And I'm gonna come over here. Why did I bring my Azumarill with me? What the hell? I think there's supposed to be somebody blocking this cave. So I'm gonna save outside of the cave. Now I'm gonna go in, and no, I don't want to use another one. And when you go in, unknown dungeon. So that's a tribute to the first dungeon in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow and Green. And that was the dungeon you can catch Mewtwo in. And Mewtwo's in this dungeon, which is actually just interesting. They just put him here. You don't gotta go through a bunch of crap to meet him. And we already know how powerful Mewtwo is. It's really good. It's like one of the best Pokemon in the entire game. And when you beat him, or when you beat it, should I say, since it's genderless, but its voice is masculine in the movies that it appears in, you get Mewtwo X or Mewtwo Y. And since I have Pokemon X, I'm going to get Mewtwo Y. I mean X, excuse me. And those forms are really powerful. Like, I don't even know why they gave Mewtwo Mega Evolutions. That was probably one. This Pokemon is so powerful. You don't need to give it anything. And they gave it Mega Evolutions. Game Freak, why? Just why? I'm not questioning you. Well, I kind of am, but I mean, you could have given it to Pokemon that actually needed it. You know? Like Banette. That really needed something, and it got it. And now it's a lot better now. Well, I'm gonna leave because I don't want to fight that thing. I want to get it later. Oh, and I have to show off how to... What was the word I'm looking for? How to level up your Pokemon really quickly. I can't believe I almost forgot about that at the last minute. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. So where you want to go is you want to go to Lumio City. And you want to hit the middle part of Lumio City in Magneta Plaza, Tumo Avenue, Rogue Plaza. and you want to go over here to Hibonal Avenue, and you want to go in this place right here, and there's this lady. So before you go here, you save, yada yada yada, all that other jazz, and you want to, let me click on the hidden power icon, because hidden power, what the fuck? This is the machine I got. So you want to click on O power, EXP power, level 3 when you got it. Like if you got it, or just EXP level 1 if you got it. You got to constantly use it to get to EXP level 3. And you want to make sure the Pokemon you want to get the level up is on this part of, it's basically, it's, since we're going to be doing triple battles, you want to make sure it's on the right. So I'm going to be going from left to right. So the first Pokemon is the one in the upper left hand corner. Second Pokemon is the one across from it. Then when you press right again, and that's the spot you want your Pokemon to be at. And you want to give that Pokemon a lucky egg with EXP power, with O power EXP level 3. You're going to be gaining a crap ton of experience, and this is crazy. So you talk to her, you say, I'd like to dine. You go to triple battle meal, and you want to go to this one. And you want to come here after you're done Eevee training, and you can easily get a Pokemon that's at level 1 to a Pokemon that's about at level 48 or 43 to 48 when you're done. And you can keep doing it over and over and over and over and over, and it's really cheap. It's so cheap. So what you want to do now, that your Pokemon's in battle, is you want moves that hit multiple opponents. And the Pokemon I got for that hit all my opponents would be Vaporeon and Sylveon. Two of Eevee's evolutions, because these Pokemon are really bulky, you know, kind of slow, but hey, they're bulky enough to take hits. And I put a choice spec on my Sylveon, so I can just spam Swift all day, because Swift is, this Pokemon is just used to not EXP, but Eevee train my other Pokemon that I need, you know, with my Venusaur that has Sweet Scent. And it's really useful, I can't lie. Just a pixelated boost Swift is so incredibly useful for just utility, for damage. It's not as strong as Moonblast, but like if you want to use Sylveon in a double battle or triple battle, a choice specs pixelate Swift is going to be screwing up everything, and you have an obscene amount of PP to back it up. Let me do a little calculation real quick. Since Swift has a base power of 60, with the pixelate boost, you times it by 1.5, and it becomes a base 90 powered move, which is just really good. And with the Life Orb boost from pixelate, which is 1.3, it becomes a base power of 117. And with choice specs backing it up, it's gonna do a fuck ton of damage. You're gonna be fucking up everything that's not named Heatran. Even some Pokemon that like a Pokemon that does doubly resist it, or just, you know, just has a ×2 resist to it, is not gonna really take a lot of damage. But if you have a modest nature backing up Sylveon's base 110 special attack, it can actually do a lot of damage. And considering the fact that there's only one Pokemon in the game that quad resists Fairy, yeah, it's gonna do a shit ton of damage. And with a Pokemon that just hits multiple opponents on the side of Sylveon, or if you have a Pokemon that's meant to protect Sylveon, just keep it alive, yeah, you have a really dangerous Pokemon here. So once again, the point is to spam multiple hitting attacks. Just spam it. Surf, Heat Wave, Swift, Dazzling Gleam, spam all that so you can get your Pokemon to kill the opposition quickly. And as you can notice, the Pokemon on the right side that I'm trying to level up aren't really threatening. The Pokemon that are on the opposite side, next to the one I'm trying to level up, aren't really all that threatening. They're actually pretty weak, and You can get so much experience out of this. You can just make a level 1 Pokemon into level 43 to 48. It is so good. And this is one of the easiest ways to get your Pokemon into competitive shape, competitive material, properly and fastly and efficiently. And if you want to spend a few more hours getting them to level 100, you can go ahead and do it that way too. But you know, a lot of people prefer, you know, level 50 because it's more practical, should I say. But you know, if you want level 100, or some Pokemon that don't learn certain moves, like they learn moves past level 50, you know, if you want those moves and you want to just go for level 100, this is the #1 place you want to go. So on this third battle, it's a little different. You can't switch your Pokemon out, so it all depending on the Pokemon, you want to put protect on them to prevent them from being, you know, potentially, you know, hurt or killed by a Shieldon. But a Shieldon doesn't really have the best offenses. Offenses are crappy as heck, so it's all up to you. But at this point, your Pokemon should already be in its 30s, early 30s to mid 30s, or if your Pokemon is if your Pokemon's already above 30s, in the mid 30s, and yeah, you kind of understand just how much your Pokemon can grow. But see, I was at like level 74, 73, or 72. I can't remember exactly. I think 74. I might have been wrong. But I just grew so many good levels that could take me normally hours. Not hours, but like 30 minutes to an hour to do on my own. I'm doing here in about 4 minutes, which is just stupid good. So stupidly good. It's just so good. You want to go here if you want to get your Pokemon into competitive shape. If you want to be a competitive battler, you're going to be spamming this place again and again and again and again for that experience. The experience farming here is top notch. It's the best in the game. And considering X and Y, they made getting experience so much easier with experience share. It just makes getting all your other Pokemon in the competitive shape that much easier. Experience share has the effects of experience all, where it distributes experience to every single Pokemon, even if it's not participating in battle. But it works like the mechanics of the experience work like experience share, to where the Pokemon gets 50% if it's not in battle. So all your Pokemon on your team, in summary, short summary, get 50% regardless, as long as you turn it on. So yeah, you can abuse it left and right, up and down in this place. And it's just great. Yeah, it made the game easy, but the difficulty in Pokemon is subjective anyway. You're meant to put restrictions on yourself. That's the point. If you want a challenge in a Pokemon game like a solo run, put restrictions on yourself. You know, put a standard on yourself on this game. Meet that standard. When you meet that standard, that's when the game becomes more challenging. You know, the difficulty is subjective. Or if you just want to get on here, you know, kill some Pokemon, get your Pokemon leveled up, fight other players across the world, you can do that. You can have fun that way. You know, if you really want to get competitively into the game, there's multiple things in this game that made getting competitively into it, or the competitive drive of the game, it was made much less tedious, and it was more refined and sophisticated. Like the Destiny Knot passes down 5 of the parents' IVs. It doesn't matter if it's male or female, it just passes down 5 IVs out of 6. And there's a 1 in 6 chance for the other IV to be passed on from the other parent. So what that basically means is, if you're trying to get your quote-unquote perfect Pokemon that has 31 IVs in all stats, the Destiny Knot is now like one of the most important items for that in breeding. And with Pokemon like Ditto, you can get your natures, and the Everstone was adjusted. It's no longer a 50% chance to pass down the nature. It's a 100% chance to pass down the nature. and it's really good for getting max IVs and just the nature of the Pokemon. So one Pokemon that's a parent will have the nature, you can just put the Everstone on it, get the moves, put the Everstone on that parent, and get it done. So what she'll give you is she'll give you Balm Mushrooms, and these Balm Mushrooms are, oh my gosh, you can sell them for so much money. And I have 989 right now, and you can sell them for over $7,000 a pop just for one. They're like freaking, they're like drugs. You can sell them, they're sold for so much money for no reason, and you can easily max out your money. The game is basically rewarding you for going there, and I find it kind of funny how easy it is to make money in this game. It's really easy. Like, I go to sell, and look how many mushrooms I just have so many just for one. $7,250 just for one. So look how much money I get out of that. It's, oh my gosh, I get over $7 million. You can't see it because it's on the bottom of the screen. I'm just filming the top, but just for one mushroom, just, oh my gosh, one Balm Mushroom, it's dumb. And I just sold like 10, 11. I sold 11. I'm gonna sell, sell 6 more, and bam, I have $9,900,099. I don't even think I said that right, but whatever. So yeah, that, oh my gosh, just so stupid. The game rewards you, essentially rewards you for going there. And I have a level 80 Shuckle, but you can't see it. But man, you want to go here. You want to go there to train your Pokemon. You want to go there. So now what I'm gonna do is, to wrap up the video, I'm actually gonna show the spots that are actually used for EV training. And I'm going to show them by going to them and showing what EVs the Pokemon give you. Now take note, you need a Pokemon with Sweet Scent in order to encounter a Horde battle. So let me get the Pokemon. Okay, so where's that Venusaur? No. Nope. You want a Venusaur, a Pokemon with Sweet Scent, a Pokemon that's able to activate Horde battles. It doesn't matter what Pokemon it is, as long as it has the move that attracts multiple Pokemon, like Sweet Scent. It's really good. A lot of grass type Pokemon learn these moves, Sweet Scent. So you go in this grass right here, then when you use Sweet Scent, the point to come here is to get HP, because you fight these Gulpins, and you want a Pokemon that can kill all of them at once, or KO all of them at once. And Gulpin gives you 1 EV in HP, or you can plus one mine, in which these Pokemon are actually, it's like a rare occurrence to meet them together like this, but you want to get the Gulpins, because they give you 1 HP EV apiece. And when you destroy all 5 of them and you have Pokerus, you can get so much EV points. Just not so much, but so many EV points. And you want to get one of the power items. So I think in this case you want to get the power weight, because that gives HP. Yeah, it gives HP. And these are the Gulpins I was talking about. You want to destroy all of them at once. And with a Pokemon like Vaporeon with Surf, you can hit all of them. And it just makes your day so much easier for EV training. You want to get Pokerus, you want to get a power item, and you want to have EXP share on, because EXP share also means you get all the EVs in battle without having to go to battle yourself. So yeah, Route 6 over there is for HP. Route 7 near the daycare, you want to go in this grass right here, this big patch of grass right here, and you'll meet Psyducks or Roselias and Hoppips. So those Pokemon, I think Roselias give you 1 special attack, and the Hoppips give you 1 special defense. Yeah, what is it? What is it? Can you watch me? I don't care if you watch me. I've been recording for a while now, actually. I actually have like 6 minutes left. But yeah, you want to go here on Route 7 near the daycare. And you want to get that special defense. The special defense from them hop hips are really good. Kind of running a little low on time. I'm not going to cut the video right now. But I got other places I have to show because I feel I'm entitled to do so. Well, not entitled. That sounds more like a spoiled little brat. Something a spoiled little brat would say. I'd say obligated. There we go. Obligated sounds a lot better. So when you go in this cave, you'll meet Zubats, Axews, and Whismurs. And Whismurs, I think Whismurs give 1 HP, Zubats give speed, and Axews give 1 attack. So you can EV train multiple different Pokemon in there. But in this place, you'll be able to meet, I think, Zangooses and Survivors, which you don't want to fight those. You want to fight the Wingles because the Wingles give 1 speed EV, and this is what you want. Speed is such an important stat in Pokemon, and being able to outspeed Pokemon before they can attack you or do something is crucial. And here are the Wingles I was talking about. I might not be able to show the other ones because I still have like 5 minutes left, but these are the Wingles I'm talking about, and you want to just KO all of them for just 50 points of EVs and speed if you have a power item. I think the power anklet, which gives 4 EVs and speed, with Pokerus, which just doubles all the EVs you get. So sick. Just so good. You get so many EV points. So many EV points. You really want to do it. That's like the best way to get speed. Oopsie, kind of tilted the 3DS screen back a little bit. So the next place you can go is here, Route 10. And in Route 10 you can get speed because I think there's Yanmas here that give 1 speed EV each. And there's nose passes here which give 1 EV point in defense. And I forgot, I think the power band is for special defense and the power belt is for defense. And you want to be careful of these freaking nose passes too because they have the move block, which means you can't escape. So, and they have sturdy too to make them kind of annoying. So if you're looking for a specific number of EVs specifically, you might want to take off of the power belt. And you might want to bring a ghost type to battle. Jellicent's a good one. Because ghost types, they don't give a shit about moves that are supposed to trap them. And they just don't care. They can just switch in and out regardless. And the next place I'm gonna go would be here to this place where there's the move tutor. And there's that one girl that you can relearn moves from. And you go up here and you want to go to the Frost Cavern. And the Frost Cavern is, you know, it's pretty interesting. So after you get into the Frost Cavern, once again you want to use Sweet Scent, and you'll be able to run across the Vanillites, which give you 1 special attack EV. And I think you can boost it with the Power Lens. Yeah, the Power Lens. Yeah, the Power Lens. So you can get 50 special attack EV points. And you meet Smoochums, which basically do the same thing and they're rarer. And you also meet, I forgot what those little bitty bears are called, but they have snot coming out of their nose. I forgot what they're called. I can't remember every Pokemon, but yeah, you come here for attack and special attack, and yeah. It really helps. Really, really helps. And the last place I still got time for would be up here, a little near Laverae City. Actually, I think I did it wrong, but in the marsh place, you can meet Bellsprouts and they give you 1 attack EV. Now be careful when you go into the swamp and on Route 10 because sometimes it'll rain. Or this is Route 14, because sometimes it'll rain. And when it rains, that means you can't use Sweet Scent because it goes away. Yeah, the sweet scent gets washed away, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that's it for that whole Aftergame material. There's not really much, but if anyone liked this video, comment, rate, subscribe, favorite, like, and all that other stuff. And this is the end of Pokemon X, or my Pokemon X Let's Play. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will catch you all later. Peace out.